right, we're here at ARG Las Vegas with our new Circuit Series champion.
My name is Alcaraz, and I just got first place at Las Vegas ARG.
And what'd you play?
I played the new deck, Salamangreat, the deck everyone said was trash.
And why'd you decide to play that?
Mainly because it's like the new control deck, taking the place from Trickstar, like similar to Trickstar where you can play with 1 to 2 cards, and then have cards based on the meta to just stop your opponent from playing. And I think this deck is just insane. With 1 or 2 cards, you can just make a free board. It's just, yeah, it's pretty.
All right, my man. Well, let's see that deck.
All right. It's for the obvious stuff. We played 3 Gazelle. Obviously, it sends extenders. It's a starter and extender. I heard this card sends Soul Charge too, so it's pretty good. 3 Spinny. This card's also insane. It's literally free. It's insane. It's pretty know that. 3 Foxy. You don't always excavate with this card. People just don't know this is like literally pseudo spinning, and it pops a face-up Spawn Trap, which is insane in the mirror match and Sky Striker. And then this is staple. This just literally just because you can make a Dweller in your extra deck, and it just happens to have a really good effect on the side. Play 3 of this. You need to play 3 of this. It's a starter. This card by itself is a whole board plus Gazelle in hand, so like it's dumb not to play 3. 3 Ash should be staple for the obvious stuff. This over Impermanence, mainly because I'm playing 3 of this guy. Obviously, when you resolve this guy, you could draw into stuff. If you have Impermanence, you can't activate it, and this guy was just probably the best card in my deck. It's literally insane. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, if you're not playing Sky Striker, you should be maining this 100%. And then this card was pretty much like the last hand trip that I played for this weekend. The deck I was scared of the most was Thunder Dragon, because for obvious reasons, if they go first and play, you're not gonna play on your turn, so you have to. This card's just insane against dangers, so this is just one card that stops them, and it's also not bad versus Sky Striker. It's pretty bad in the mirror match, but I mean, it's not that bad. That's it for monsters. For spells, I played this card. If you go first and you open this card, and like you're not playing versus combo or you don't die, you probably shouldn't be losing, because like you use this card 3 times in like the first 3 turns, so it's pretty insane. This card you should only be playing 1 because I mean it's free. You had it for free. This card's actually insane. I probably wouldn't play more than 1 because you could obviously get to it whenever you need it, but like it's Soul Charge. Like I use this card like at least every match as a Soul Charge. It's pretty nuts. 2 Desires. What people thought. This card was like weird because you're playing so many one-ofs that you need, like the traps, Jaguar, stuff like that. But I decided that like once I was playing it and banished stuff like that, first of all, if you could combo before activating Desires, you obviously go for it. But playing a deck with so many like cards to stop your opponent, and like so many 1-card combos or 2-card combos, like being able to draw 2 cards that can be like stoppers for the opponent is just too insane. And like banishing Jaguar, sure, what does that do? You still end up full comboing. Like banishing the traps really hurt, but remember you send them first. It's just stuff like that. Like it's a really low chance you banish both of the traps or banish stuff like that. So it was worth it. This card was insane all day. 1 Foolish. My friends told me to play it. I didn't really test it much. It was insane. Obviously, it's another copy of Spinny, mainly for combo decks. This card is just insane versus like Colossus and stuff like that. It's like really good.
That card can also send Ash.
Oh, I didn't do it this weekend because you already know it was always in my hand. But yeah, it could also do that. Upstart Goblin, 39 cards. Thankfully, no one was main decking Droll, so this card is just like should always be in your deck. 2 counter traps. Wow, he's playing 1 counter trap with Desires. Remember, you just try to, if you have like combo, or you could send this before desiring or this, then you just do it after. And since I'm not making Call by the Grave, it's not like weird or anything, or like another reason why I'm not playing Call by the Grave, it's kind of like you kind of want your opponent to hand trap you, since all your cards are like free off 1 card. They could like negate Gazelle to send, and then like you still have like a board you made for free, and then you play stuff to stop them on their turn. So yeah, I just think 2 of these is fine. I start a second one of this, you'll see later. And then another weird part of my deck, I'm playing Solemns. Basically, this card was made, this deck was made to go first, so I didn't want to like have so many hand traps and then just lose because I couldn't set other real traps. So I played this. This obviously being insane against Striker, Altergeist, Thunder, and it's actually really good in the mirror because you stop summons obviously, so you wait for like the Reincarnation summon or the Sunlight Wolf that they need to be able to sit cards back or stuff like that, you just hit them with this and like it's just a complete blowout. I played in my top 4 opponent. He had like 16k on board because he had some in the fusion, and this to stop his Link 2 play. Just couldn't kill me that turn, and I just won the following turn. And then this card is just a Solemn Strike that could negate spell and traps, which is stupid.
I see you didn't play the fusion in the main deck.
Yeah, no fusion in the main deck. I didn't get to test it as much, but after playing versus other decks, non-mirror matches, I saw it wasn't really strong because like people know that the main target to hit in your deck is Gazelle, and like that's the only way you play the fusion. So I thought like, all right, if I'm playing, I'm pretty much like winning most of the time because you can send other stuff like Soul Charge, the traps. So like you could win other ways, but now I don't need to draw a fusion against other decks. And in the mirror match, I guess I probably should have started the fusion for the mirror match. It's too insane. That's why I didn't play the fusion.
All right, for sure. So 40 cards, right?
Yep, 40. Let's go to the extra deck. 3 of this. This isn't so standard. I've seen people play 2, but you just want to be able to use this, like the grave effect always. Like you want to have this on their turn. If you don't kill them, have one in the grave every single time. It's really insane. And sometimes post side to play around kaijus, you end with this under the Link 2, and like to play around a kaiju, them being the kaiju obviously to make the counter trap dead or the traps dead. And I've seen, yeah, like the people playing 2, if you do that turn 1, like you literally have none left, which is pretty like crazy. I think you should 100% play 3. 3 of this, like probably like the best Link in the game right now. I think this card's literally stupid. This card, you only make this card. It's really good against back row decks, obviously, because it has an added effect to shuffle back row. It's really insane, and you usually make it to like, you make a second one, and then you use your Soul Charge that you summon 3 monsters. You use 2 of them to make like something, and then you use the last one to make a Link 1 if they don't have a monster, obviously. And then you can make the Link 1, gain 2300 because you have one engraved if they don't have a monster, obviously. And like that's just a shit ton of damage by itself. It's really good. It's really good. Phoenix, obviously it's a fire. This card's insane. Yeah. And then I played a little combo. My friend told me about this, and it was once I saw the combo, I was like, oh my god, I need to play this card. These cards are just like the Borrow cards without needing to put so much to make them. Like you just need 3 monsters and you do this combo. It's like over 1,000 damage by itself. It's insane.
Did this combo ever come up?
I made this 3 times. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I made it 3 times. 2 times I probably wouldn't have been able to kill, so I would have played it more control, but being able to kill him that turn, obviously, could be the difference to winning and losing a match. And this card is literally Nightmare Goblin. It's insane. And Meteor Burst, this is probably like the 15th card in the extra deck. It's mainly Triple Burst. It's pretty much, it negates Ray. That's pretty much all it's here for. 2 of this card, yeah, Invoker, that bounces. I mean, play 2 of this though, play 2 of this. You need it for grand games like Mirror Match mainly, but yeah, 2 is needed. Abyss Dweller, if you play against Thunder Dragon and you win the roll, and you win game 1, game 3 you literally just win, or like, yeah, it's just insane obviously. Against Thunder Dragon it's free.
Why didn't you play Baguska?
No Baguska in the extra deck. Mainly, I thought the mirror match, you would always like, because you could go for a rank 4 player, set up a trap. I thought the traps were more important due to like people still siding evenly match and stuff like that. So like if you make like Baguska and they have like evenly, they could like maybe outgrind you. People siding in kaijus for that reason. You saw how I was playing around kaijus, like for your traps to be live. I just thought that like the counter traps, this extra deck was too tight. Like Baguska would probably be the 16th card, but it doesn't warrant a spot enough to where like the normal play is just fine in the mirror match too. So yeah, especially with traps, real traps, which people apparently think is weird. That's it for the extra deck. Side deck 3 Pankratops. This probably should be in everyone's side deck. It's insane in the mirror match. Striker, Altergeist, Eyes of Thought decks. It's really good. 3 Twin Twister trap decks. I didn't side it in some mirror matches because I knew they were playing the Sanctum cards, and like, yeah, it wasn't that great. Like most of the time they're gonna have Called by the Grave and stuff set, so it's not that great in the mirror. But obviously against trap decks, it's insane. 3 of this for when you go first. It's really good, and when you go second in the mirror match or against decks that you know they're gonna have hand traps in against you. I didn't main deck this card for the same reason I said. In the main deck, it didn't. Like, you kind of want them to stop you when you go first, kind of thing. I don't know. Doesn't really matter if you full combo. So 3 of this. This is like the best card in the deck. If you open this, you just like standard combo against Thunder or Sky Striker, and then you flip this in the standby. They can kaiju you. People are signing Sphere Mode. They can't Sphere Mode you, and they happen to not be able to play either, so it's insane. I started the third counter trap. This is kind of weird, but same thing. This is like the same theory behind not making Call by the Grave, where like if you go first, I obviously put this in going first, and you draw this card and they stop you. It's like them stopping you from like getting to this. So like it's like your combo resolving anyway. It's really good, and then you actually like have 2 of these now, so like that's really good too. Warning, because it's a strike that negates Denko. This, because yeah. In pre-order, mainly for Striker, and yeah, just mainly for Striker actually. That's the deck.
Alright, man. Any shoutouts?
Yeah, I want to give shoutouts to all of Team Big Dog, Brian Reyes, my brother Cesar Alcaraz, Nico Hernandez, my lucky charm, Guzman, and shoutouts to Walter and Noah for letting us borrow cards, and my boy Alberto from TCS Empire at Frankensons. Make sure you guys check out his booth at 9112. That guy has the best deals. I always get all my cards from him, so yeah, shout out to Alberto. That's it.
Alright, man. Well, congrats.
Yeah, thank you.